Welcome to antiquetools.co.uk. Throughout this video, we will be discussing who we are as a company, what we aim to achieve, along with the history of the founder, features of the website, what we aim to do differently, the community we're trying to build, along with a quantitative amount of information for you to digest at your own leisure. The video will be time-stamped for those who would like to skip back and forth to specific points of the video if needed. Antique Tools is a member-only auction platform for discerning buyers and sellers of antique and vintage tools, aiming to provide a progressive auction website using our expertise of over half a century within the antique tool industry to help provide a unique offering to our customers. As founders of the well-known established Toolseek brand, the standards we have set are high to ensure the high level of satisfaction. We are now taking this one step further with a new auction platform that is designed to help progress the future of this industry. Our intention is to provide members with a brand they can trust that delivers a quality service for those who use it. Before we go into more detail about who we are, let's talk about a brief history of Antique Tools and how we have come to this point. Over the years, Antique Tools have attracted many collectors who appreciate the importance of quality and what the old tools represent. These were often craftsmen who have witnessed firsthand the decline in quality that tool manufacturers have adopted. The established collector often had that desire for old tools, having seen their tutors using the same tools that many collect today. That connection between the craftsmen and their tools was of high importance, and looking after them became second nature due to the cost of replacing them. It is hard to imagine that many old tools so often seen today were something people actually had to save up to purchase. Typically back in the day, a Stanley smoothing plane, for example, would have cost you best part of a week's wages, whilst a Norris plane was beyond most people's reach. Those superior quality laminated steel tools were owned by the very best craftsmen, and their high quality is the reason why they're still around today. It's quite an achievement and a testament to those master tool makers when, by contrast, you'd be hard pressed to find modern tools anywhere other than a skip or the local landfill site once they have been used a few times. Surprisingly, there's been a stagnation in prices for antique tools in real terms over the past 20 years, but prices are now rising again, especially when it comes to those super rare items. Primarily the reason for the stagnation in prices were because it had been going through a transitional period between the cost reduction of modern tool manufacturing and decrease in demand. This is why it is such a good time to get into collecting those precious old tools. Now, over the recent years, with the help of third-party platforms, eBay and Amazon, etc., the increase in online trading within this market has taken a sharp rise and prices are now starting to recover, especially where user-grade tools are concerned. Still, it's clear the antique tool collector market has been dragging its feet behind the curve, and many what should be collectible tools are now becoming attractive to the user market. These third-party platforms have given many sellers the access to trading those tools online, but fundamentally there is a regular percentage of their value being drained from the antique tools market into companies that have very little interest in the subject. The percentage that could quite easily be reinvested to promote antique tools or simply save the buyer's money. The key to this is reinvestment and not extraction without any return. There are other key factors to consider as well. Notably, we also see an uncertainty playing a key role when buying online. Uncertainty to whether the tools are described correctly by inexperienced sellers, undervalued by those who have been active in the marketplace for many years. Additionally, a lack of marketing needed for those important antique tools. Some experienced tool sellers will understand their true value but are constantly undermined by underselling or poor selling techniques. Confidence is paramount, and having somewhere to undertake the correct procedure is important and beneficial to those investing in their collections. We hope in time to establish a genuine alternative for sellers of antique tools compared to other third-party systems, where sellers don't have to do all of the work themselves. The fees charged here aren't much different to other platforms, but importantly, we can offer a proven track record for online selling and services. Our service is also less risky to sellers, and they can feel they are placing their tools somewhere reputable with a company who is experienced at handling the sale. They also gain expert knowledge and will not have to fear they are selling something valuable with the wrong information. Buyers of old tools can be assured of this same expertise and can be sure there aren't any hidden surprises. Whilst we have no influence over the bids and final prices realised, we do want to ensure all tools are represented accurately with both informative images and accurate descriptions. The founder of Antique Tools was originally Mr. Tony Merland, who was well known within the industry. There is a write-up on the website regarding this for those who did not know him. He was a good friend of the family and passed his domain over to my father Steve, who promised to continue the evolution of the website and auctions. This is how the connection with Toolteak and the expansion into tool auctions were formed. To those who know Stephen Toolteak, he is fastidious and knows the importance of the phrase "it's in the detail" that sets skilled people apart from others. This has been the cornerstone of Toolteak's success. Steve was brought up by a father who was a used tool dealer who established a successful business here in Norwich. It's been a long and windy road to get to where he is today. This road has brought about the skills needed, which are required to develop a successful online business. First and foremost, he started as a tradesman and mastered his craft before moving on to other fields. Having been a time-served tradesman with many years of experience in his field, the yearning to add more skills meant that periodically throughout his life he got into other things and learned in detail about the different aspects of business. He also retrained for web development, online marketing and associated principles, which eventually led into running his own web development company. Work came flooding in, but after 5 years of this, he needed another challenge and chose to get his hands dirty again. This is the reason why Toolteak was formed, but essentially with the focus on developing the skills needed to tune tools for fine woodworking. This phase of learning was completed and is the cornerstone of Toolteak, which has become a business that has been established on a reputation of quality, refurbished user tools that customers can rely on. Why is this important to Antique Tools? Well, let's put it this way. Surely those who assess things should have a greater understanding and insight beyond the average user. This website is his next project and is personal to him as he wants to do it justice, having already been associated with the antique tools industry through Tony Merland. It will eventually help educate and bring real value to the community with many facets designed to engage our members further. Our expertise in web development and the tools themselves will ensure this will cover a wide variety of channels that will increase intrigue into this fascinating subject. Why is this important? Well, without it, the whole industry will be fishing in ever-decreasing circles of enthusiasts, and this subject will lose its importance. Without price rises, those important tool collections will stay locked up, waiting for the market to return. It's also important to understand that a high percentage of the most desirable antique tools have already been purchased, and today's market is dealing with the fringe of what's actually out there. The development of this website has taken over a year to build thus far, and we expect there to be many more improvements over the coming years. Our first phase has been completed with the Times auctions, and it is our intention to complete the second phase by Christmas, where this website will allow us to work seamlessly between holding live auction events with an auctioneer and online in a comfortable setting for many to meet up with their friends and make new ones along the way. We are based in Norwich, which is a wonderful city and one that many will enjoy with what's on offer besides the antique tool auction. Why develop our own auction system? Well, it's being built to cater to the needs of handling the complexities that will arise in the future. This is needed to ensure we are efficient to the growing audience this website will generate. It will make checking out for customers an absolute breeze and will work seamlessly with our accounting software. We will not be beholden to any third-party software or their price increases and can run this wholeheartedly for customers' interests at heart. The future of antique and vintage tools and those who appreciate them deserve nothing less than 100% commitment and professionalism we have shown over the years in our online Toolteak store. This website has been built with one thing in mind: to help both buyers with buying old tools with confidence online and to help sellers achieve better prices with their tools they are selling. Firstly, buyers' confidence should be improved by having a trained eye describing things accurately. This is fundamental to buying decisions. It can also be improved by providing more detailed images. By building our own auction system, It gives buyers a chance to reduce the buyer's premium through their memberships. This is to ensure the seller gets a higher selling price without an increase in the cost for the buyer. It's always important to understand that many tools come in as a result of someone either finishing their career, a partner selling them, or through someone inheriting their tools. These are the very same people that are close to all of us tradesmen and collectors, and the prices shouldn't be restricted by ever increasing buyers and sellers' premiums that lower the selling prices. What's the difference between timed and live auctions? Our timed online auctions are what is known as a soft close auction to ensure each auction runs its course, as there is no benefit to leaving bids until the dying seconds. It simply adds time onto the auctions if someone bids within the closing 5 minutes. It will add a further 5 minutes. This timed auction system has been built to accommodate tools that sellers want to sell quickly, and there is a possibility for smaller flash auctions in the future. Live auctions will be promoted throughout the internet on a series of platforms, everything from social media to pay-per-click, to provide the exposure needed to attract new users to the platform. The live events will work differently, as it has to cater for those online and what is going on in the room with those attending. Buyers attending these auctions will have the usual paddle numbers to make their bids, whilst other bids can also be placed on the book as per all auctions. Online bidding will be conducted on a live screen, which will be added to the member's account upon completion of the development. This will give audio and a clear layout to view each lot and upcoming lots. Each of these auction lots can be added to the watch page and will be highlighted in the main screen. This should be a cool addition to the website and certainly comparable to other large auction software providers such as the SaleRoom.com. The membership system is designed to do a variety of things, but namely to help keep the website free of time wasters, bidding and spoiling what are serious auctions. The membership fees will be used on a whole to improve the member's experience by reinvesting the fee to further development costs. One should consider this as an investment into what the website could become with a collective membership. This also allows us to define roles within the website, whereby allowing us to provide extra functions that benefit each membership group. This can clearly be seen with the advanced buyers premium discounts, which was a major piece of work that was highly complex to build. As things progress in this department, there will be more defined benefits to each membership that can be upgraded at any point by members. A brief summary of what the membership currently offers can be broken down to several points. Memberships also allow us to offer additional content to our members, such as our online catalogues with PDF formats for the users to browse, multiple forums to engage with our community on a regular basis, discounts on live events, entries, etc. Memberships give us a direct channel to contact members, allowing us to notify and update them on the progress of auctions, along with additional benefits added further down the line in our development. The forum has been built into the membership account and works the same way as other forums across the internet. These forums take time to establish, but I'm sure it will be useful amongst members who want to ask questions or share information regarding old tools and events in the future. The memberships will also help us to identify leaders within the industry who have specific knowledge in their area of expertise, and by finding these authorities, which are often collectors, this will only help bring to light true facts and will enrich a more diverse knowledge base to provide to our members. We hold privacy high on our list of needs for our members, as we feel it's a basic right to all those who choose to use our services. We refuse to sell any information for advertising purposes and actively try to counter this. What people often don't realise is that when they visit most sites like other sellers' online platforms, they are actively tracking your activity for their advertising purposes. Our membership stops these companies from doing this and keeps members' activity private whilst they are logged into and using our website. We want to bring more media content to the website for our members to enjoy and watch, talking about a range of subjects relating to antique and collectible tools. These, as you can appreciate, have a cost, and this is another aspect we will be investing into over time. The membership fees will eventually help in this area once the main development is completed. There have been various books produced over the years, and there are many that are a good read and useful to tool collectors that would benefit from gaining proper reviews to illustrate how they can help. We will endeavour to find used and new versions for members to purchase and list them in a shop page that will be added at a later date. The shop will also include various handy supplies and materials that every collector would find beneficial. What's next after the completion and development of this platform? Well, one thing's for sure, Steve has never been short of ideas and only moves on to the next phase as things are completed. Completion means when it's 100% established and running perfectly. He sees this as a springboard to enable others to enrich the community. We will update you about this once the project is fully completed to its full potential. We're getting close to the end of this video now. I hope you have found this to be informative, but before we do close, I want to emphasize on the importance of developing this website rather than using third-party software. Sellers without the technical skill set will have to continue in the knowledge, they have to accept the fees charged elsewhere, and will have little choice but to reflect this in their charges. Buyers have always demanded more, hence the rise of Amazon, but even this lacks the knowledge required to answer the questions of importance within the area of antique and collectibles. Those with it who can bridge the technical divide between web and subject can effectively work to serve their customers at competitively low rates with bespoke features that reward regular buyers. Feel free to check out our tutorial page on our website. We will also be developing the YouTube channel over the coming year after the completion of our first live auction event. As you can see, it's not just about the old tools, but also understanding where things are going in the future. Thank you for your time, and we hope to see you in the next video.